Welcome everyone, it's time for more Little Hope, where last time we got introduced to another demon, and it was Taylor's demon, a burnt out woman that was affixed to a wooden post, sort of a thing, because yes indeed, in a flashback that we had, we saw her 1600s copy being burned at the stake, accused of being a witch. So we're getting more and more of these demons. Each of us seems to have one of our own, so that's lovely. We have barricaded ourselves in the church, and would you know it, turn back on yourself, here's a postcard. Well, there you go, game, you can't fool me. What the hell is that? Well, alright, so that was Daniel and Andrew coming out of that sewer thing we saw earlier with Daniel and Taylor, I think. No Angela, though. No Angela. Can we get in here? No, we cannot. That is where we got to, or rather where we came from the tower where we were. Where, by the way, Daniel had a flashback. And he directly affected the past, because he held on to his copy as he was being pushed out from the tower. That was interesting. So the other people, they didn't see him in the flashback, so the guy was just hanging there in the air, which of course didn't do well for him with regards to what they felt about him and demons, you know. So, alright then, we have some stuff. We have a thing. There we go. Down on that occasion. Well, up, I suppose. Central.
The priest is the spitting image of that creepy preacher.
You're right. They could be the same guy.
That actually isn't just us, apparently. It's probably like everyone inside this creepy-ass abandoned town. Well, alright then. Oh, hello. Hello. Side room. Cool. Bit of a drawer. Let's yank that out. Hello. A soul divided. So this is presumably a sermon or something. In Hebrews 4:12 we read, "For the word of God is living and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the division of soul and spirit." Commonly, we use the word soul and spirit interchangeably. They are those parts of us, of our being, that makes us up, but cannot be seen. Biblically, they are different. The spirit is our life force. It is part of us, made pure by Christ's sacrifice. The soul is those things that make you unique, such as your personality, your thoughts and attitudes. Cool. And then more from Reverend Carson, of course. Spirit and soul may seem the same, but God and Satan can divide the pure spirit from the often imperfect soul self. Ooh, soul self. Haven't heard that before. The duality is key to understanding Scripture. There is a disconnect between the spirit and soul. We are divided against ourselves. Our spirit is pure. When God looks at us, he sees us blameless. But our soul, and those things we struggle with in our heart, needs reminding of who we are in the spirit. It needs purification. Only isolation and sacrifice can bring us purity. Well, how do you know that then? How do you know that those are the things that is gonna help? Bloody hell, preacher man, that is not how anything works. God has forsaken us. Well, la-di-da. Okay, nothing in the trunk, apparently. So what was that? That was a church photo. The photo is of Reverend Carson, who was arrested in 1973 after complaints from parents. Sort of similar to his 1600s self, I suppose. So that is indeed something we found before. So Reverend Carson helped teach children, but also used the occult to his advantage. Yes, he did something with children. That ties into the occult stuff, which is what he was sort of doing. And I also found this homily, you want to call that, a sermon, indeed. Reverend Carson suggested that it was possible for Satan to divide spirit from soul, and that the soul needs purification through isolation and sacrifice. That is a new branch tying at some point together with accommodation for the police officers. So this, the Clark house, as well as the number one dad thing, as well as the photo from some people. So we haven't been to the house yet, the house that Andrew had a bit of a flashback to in the very beginning of the game. Haven't been back there yet. We have
Sounds
something.
like more than one. Fucking great.
Just listen up. It follows us when we move around.
And we need to be quiet, like silent. Could be tracking us with sound.
Don't know if I'm hearing that, to be honest. Alright then, if they say so, it has to be true, right? Okay, more stuff. So what is that? Like a weird painting thingamajig.
Wait. This has got to be the preacher who's been popping up all over.
Parish newsletter. Diocese of Pleasant River recently Paris have expressed concern that the teenage children are being tempted by the occult in musical lyrics by innocent-seeming spirit boards or movies that glorifies Satanism. Reverend Carson, is that what you're doing by any chance? This is not the first time Little Hope has been scourged by occultism. The manuscripts from the 1600s, carefully hidden beneath flagstones in the church rectory, were recently discovered. They were covered with disturbing scrawls and a cipher that revealed magical words and spells. It is believed the town's preacher of the time dabbled with magic and demonology, and that was a dark time for the settlers. Times have changed, but Satan's work never ceases. The clergy today stand vigilant against occultism and are unlikely to fall into ignorance and error. The parents should be mindful of the fascination these things hold for the young, particularly rebellious youths. The danger is they fall into bad habits, such as smoking marijuana. Oh yes, that bad habit. And from there into the cult and disobedience to God. Yes, of course, marijuana, that gets you to be an occult person. Parents should be watchful, and where they see the signs, look to the church and to God. I mean, I don't think that it's marijuana you take to defy God. I think it's other stuff, really. But sure. Okay, so we have some sermon numbers, or not sermon numbers, but like, Psalms, I suppose. Yeah, Psalms. There you go. Possibly Psalms. No, actually not. Those are dead people, I suppose. Okay, we just did one. Carver, Simon Carver has been scrabbled out. Who was Simon Carver? Oh, me and names. I think it's one of the people who are like us in the past. That says unreadable, or defaced, it says. Sure. So let's see where those two secrets actually connect. That is now also been updated. Monument to the church's previous pastors from the early 1690s and the 1970s are scratched out. Ooh, not just that one then. Simon Carver and Leonard Carson. Sure. We got this one. So an old Bible. Yeah, that is the Bible we had before. So manuscripts from the 1600s that were covered with occult symbols were discovered beneath flagstones in the church rectory. We also got this one. The threat of the occult has persisted since the 1600s, and Minister Carver was obsessed with the occult. Yes, indeed, a minister in the 1600s was involved in occult practices. So I actually only have one piece of this little puzzle here, which is lovely. Still feels like I'm missing a lot of secrets, so where can they have been? I mean, I think that I've been fairly thorough, right? Have I gotten any bearings? Is this new? Footbridge with the others. Bell tower thingamajig. No, I think that those were things happening in the last episode. Alright then, I think that we're going presumably through that door, maybe? Let's just check around a bit. An organ. No. Is this where we're going? Damnation!
Me! Let's go!
I'm out of here!
Back, quickly! Go! Get out of sight! Hide!
Alright then, confront or escape? No, if we don't confront, John's gonna die. And I now have a knife, so screw you.
Come on, motherfucker! Where are you? Taylor, come on! Talk to us!
Alright then, well, you know what? Be a bit desperate here, I think.
What do we do?
Daniel! Taylor.
Is that you? I can't see shit.
Alright. Wow, alright. Left or right? How do I know? You know what? Right is always right.
Is that you? I'm over here.
Taylor!
Am I happy to see you guys? Thought I'd lost you. We're still in big trouble here. I need a break.
We gotta keep moving. Can't stop.
No, wait. He needs a break.
Forget it. Those things are coming after us, not you. We can't hang around.
I mean, we could be in a problem here, not just you. Indeed, none of us are safe.
None of us is safe. Not tonight. All right. What's our next move?
I'm not sure.
We should rest here for a while.
You asleep? That's impressive.
I wish. No way I could get any shut-eye after what went down tonight. Would love to, though. I'm beat. Any ideas how we getting out of here?
Well, we'll see. But before we do anything, let's pause and... Alright, when I was fighting that demon with Daniel, the second time when I had to focus on something, I had no idea what to focus on. I was going for the head first, but that was apparently not correct. Alright then, we did get something said that we had a bonus feature. Not entirely sure what bonus feature we're talking about. That is the one. Taylor escaped from a demon outside. No, is that it? What? We escaped from a demon? Well, I suppose we did. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Apparently that was a thing. And over here we allowed John to lead the way, I suppose. Or wait, broken road bridge. Here we go. Yeah, we were practical with the others. Yes. So that was very true. yes, currently going for Daniel and Taylor, but we know that that might not be the only ones. We know that Angela had one, you know, so yeah. Alright then, that's fine. Okay, let's talk about the girl.
Listen, it's clear now there's no help available. We're on our own.
Sure seems that way.
Our best shot, maybe our only shot, is to stop that girl Mary.
Getting to Mary, stopping her might help, sure, okay, but what about the other kid? The one that keeps running from us?
Mary and her are connected somehow, I'm sure of it. Maybe the other girl is trying to lead us somewhere.
Where?
I don't know. Maybe to a place we can stop all this.
Everything feels out of control. I don't think there's anything we can do at this point.
Mary's the key to everything that's happened. The trials, the executions.
Sure, but how are we supposed to stop her? Not even sure she's real.
Too late for us to do anything now. Fatted. This is over.
Oh, come on. That's not true. That apparently did a lot with some bearings. So 2 apparently. Was it 2 updates here? So we are saying here. Yes, indeed, we told them to do whatever it takes to stop Mary, but it's felt like I got 2 updates. That was earlier. Yeah, make clear it was evil leap. Is that... Wait. Alright, so those presumably happen now, both of them. But yes, indeed, I'm gonna say... Ooh, I'm gonna be defiant or insistent. I'm gonna go with insistent.
Mary may look like a kid, but she's the embodiment of evil. We have to stop her.
It's not that simple. And like you said, she's just a kid. We can't...
Listen to me. We see her again. We do whatever is necessary.
Shh. What's that?
Shh, shh.
Hell no, that thing is back to finish me off.
Get down. Take cover.
It's heading straight for us.
Keep quiet. Angela!
Easy, Tiger. I'm a little tender.
I thought you were gone. How in the hell did you find us?
We thought... You know.
We're all glad you made it.
Stop it. You're gonna make me blush. But thank you.
No one messes with you.
For sure. You are one tough lady.
So the whole crew is back together. You rounded everyone up. Good job.
Not quite. They found us. Right now, our priority is getting you safe. Let's go. We've come across more of those things since you left us.
The thing that chased after me was horrendous. Now you're telling me there's more of them? What in God's name are they?
You okay without your glasses?
I most certainly am. There is plenty here I don't want to see.
You lost your glasses, but not your sense of humor. Good.
You hear that?
I heard it. Sounded close, too.
Just gotta keep moving.
Let me help you down.
Move! Run! Ease up, will you? Hold up! Andrew, wait! Professor? Angela, you there? Daniel? Taylor? Guys! Where the hell are you?
Oh, bloody hell. Who do I go for? Taylor.
How we got out of there in one piece, I'll never know.
Hold the celebrations. We're still cornered in Shithole Central.
And the fucking mutants are still out there. We gotta keep moving.
It is better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles. Then the victory is yours. It cannot be taken from you. Not by angels or by demons. Heaven or hell. Perhaps you've started to realize something. That everything and everyone may not be quite what they appear to be. 3 executions, 3 tormented beings, and so far your students have all avoided damnation, eternal suffering. Any thoughts on what might be around the corner, hidden by the fog? Something wicked this way comes.
All right then. Well, that didn't say much. Well, we know that not every... Why are we splitting up? We're not supposed to... Jesus Christ, people. We're not supposed to split up. For the love of God. All right then. Let's check some bearings, because more bearings have happened. Which one is new? This one. Andrew used Taylor's knife to save her from the demon in the woods, did I? What did I have? Hey, what? Did I have a knife? I did not know that I had a knife, but apparently I had a knife. Alright then, fine. And presumably here, show capacitor toward Mary, telling John she was just a kid. Was that now? Presumably yes. Alright then, fine. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, bloody hell. Well, everyone's alive. Angela's back. That's kinda cool. Good job, Angela, for staying alive. Let's have a bit of a look at this way. Stay on the... How is this a thing?
Looks kind of steep.
Yeah, I think we'll stick to the path.
I mean, sure, yes, that seems reasonable. But... Okay... Can I spot... Isn't this like where we came from? Can I spot something? I don't want to go too far, that's the thing. Don't want to go too far. But this very much feels like one of those situations where the game is like, hey, you should go one way. Okay, what? Guys, we were not supposed to split up. Oh, okay, there's... Someone's up there. Presumably a friend. So I can go in here, but that doesn't seem good. Alright, this seems like a place where I might be missing out on some secrets, but...
This may sound crazy, but... What if saving our doubles from execution is how we save ourselves?
I was only hunted after my double was killed.
Well, actually, you know what, Angela? You sounded like you came from there. Let's backtrack a bit and go here. See if there is something here. Is there bubbly noises? Okay, maybe actually this didn't do much. There we go. Oh, something's gonna happen. Why would you change to a different camera if nothing would happen? This is a bloody weird camera angle. Alright then, we found historic restoration. Okay, and still
anything here not falling apart?
Stable structure. Nothing obvious. Now I kind of want to go all the way back and see, but you know what, screw it. If I miss something, I miss something.
That's what's causing the glow. Looks kind of beautiful, don't you think?
Kind of weird looking.
No, this cannot be. My own eyes deceive me. My apologies for the lateness of the hour, but I must speak with you.
What ails you, my friend?
It is Mary. I am troubled by her, by the part she has played in these trials.
Those trials trouble us all.
There is more to this. I saw her smile as her own sister was executed. She took pleasure from it.
Are you certain?
I am. But now that she speaks of guilt and remorse, it is hard not to believe her.
Keep away from her, Abraham. No good can come from being with that child.
Too late. With her brother and sister gone, Mary now lives under my roof.
Your charity places you in grave danger.
What do you advise?
Tell the court you suspect she toys with us all. That you saw her delight in her own sister's death. I implore you.
I am torn. Mary seems full of
Keep your
remorse.
suspicions to yourself, and it's our community which will suffer. None of us is safe from her wild imaginings.
Very well. If the court will listen, I will speak. I am bewitched.
You're not bewitched.
How else can your presence be explained?
I can't explain this, but you're not.
She has conjured you to defend her. To press me into silence. Only the devil could create a demon who so resembles me.
I'm not a demon. But we do look alike, which I agree is pretty damn weird.
What do you want from me?
I want to know what you're gonna say to the court. About Mary.
I was decided to speak to the court. Now I am not so sure.
I know how this must look, but you have to speak out. Tell everyone what the girl did, like your friend is telling you to.
The devil has sent you to tempt me. I must not succumb. Littlehope is no longer the town I knew. Strange and disturbing events have become commonplace. You, whatever you are but one of these. Revealing the truth about Mary may save my friend, but it does not sit easily with me that in doing so I condemn a child.
Well, let's be a bit instructive here. Yeah, don't speak out against the girl, speak out against the priest. He's clearly the bad guy.
Putting it all on a kid isn't right. The priest is the one driving this whole thing.
That's way off. We gotta stop the kid. No other way to do this.
Reverend Carver is a man guided by God. No one can doubt that.
Bad move there, man. Standing up for the kid is probably gonna do us all in.
I hope you're wrong. For all our sakes.
What happened? You get a chance to confront Mary?
No. We never even saw her.
Fuck.
We met up with Andrew's double, Abraham. He was thinking about testifying against Mary, but good boy Andrew talked him out of it.
That was a smart move.
Are you fucking kidding me? We are seeing glimpses of what happened here hundreds
How you
of
doing?
years ago.
Not great.
Demons from the past?
Don't know how much more of this shit I can take. One thing I didn't see coming,
Well,
I
the
feel
only
like one of the
explanation
team.
I have makes no sense.
I'm good with that.
None at all.
Never happens to me.
Yeah, I hear that. Learned a few things about myself tonight. Shame it had to be from witches and ghosts.
We could have used one of those, what do you call it? A paladin, a holy warrior.
Holy shit. I never had you down as a game geek.
There's a lot more about me you don't know. I'm full of surprises. You'll see.
We need to get moving.
Fuck this place and the stupid-ass crash that got us here.
Taylor? Where are you? Taylor!
Alright, sound or movement? No. Follow
Taylor,
movement.
I'm coming! Shit! Stupid fucking deer! Hold on to me. Whatever happens, do not let go.
Alright then. No. Help me!
Help me! Don't let go!
I'm not letting go. Taylor! No! I can't believe Taylor's gone. What the fuck?
We need to get away from here. Let's check that out. It'll get us out of these damn woods, and we can talk on the way.
Well, alright then, that was the first death. A lot of QTEs, and again, one of those targeting QTEs where I did not understand what I was supposed to target. I assume I was supposed to target, like, the log, but I went for the head and pressed the button, but that didn't work. Yeah, I don't know exactly what I was supposed to do there, but I didn't do it, whatever it was. And there was something there about those locked things. So arrogant and baffled here for Daniel. Why are those there now baffled? That hasn't been a thing. So, alright then. Well, couldn't go without someone dying, I suppose. So, sadly, yeah, okay, that was that one. Pleaded for Daniel to help by fighting for life. That seemed reasonable to me. Sure, nothing more there. And this is the... yeah, the Mary was a victim. I mean, that's in line with Andrew, so I'm okay with that decision still. Even though in, like, the grander scheme of things, yes, that might have been bad. And indeed, Joseph there advised Abraham. Cool. And I gotta say, by the way, I think it's true for, like, all of the voice actors, but the one who does Andrew, which is Will Poulter, there we go, I remember his name now. Man, he sounded cool when he was a bit of an older, rather when he had that accent, etc. I like that voice, and actually sort of vaguely reminded me of something else. Has he done like voice acting at some point in either a game or something like that? I don't know. But I kind of like it. But alright then, sadly, it's not Angela who is our first death, it is Taylor, because I failed a QTE. And generally speaking, in these games, when you fail QTEs, that's when people die.
Taylor. I just can't believe it.
This ain't happening.
Well, it kind of is, Daniel. It kind of is and has been happening for quite some time. And also, I should have gone for the sound. Oh, sorry, for the sound and not the movement. I should have sort of thought about the fact that yes, there could have been an animal. You know, as soon as I chose it, I kind of felt like, oh, this might have been the wrong one. So maybe I could have got it to her earlier and possibly weighed the fight in my advantage, possibly. Alright then, we have more carvings. Oh, hello. Lot of noises. Lot of noises. Don't particularly like that. But apparently we're gonna just ignore that. No one's saying anything. So now we're out on the road again. Lovely, lovely road. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Camera.
Can't believe Taylor's gone.
Okay, well, you've said that already. Frustrated or sorrowful? Yeah, you know what?
I'm such a fucking asshole. I could have saved her.
It was obvious she really cared about you.
Well, yes, indeed. So, yeah, and at this point, I think that this character would be a bit assertive, so, yes.
The only way out of this freaking nightmare is to stop Mary, stop her lying.
You had a chance to get Mary exposed for what she is, a liar and a faker. Put her in the dock for a change. Why didn't you take it?
We don't know for sure that stopping Mary will help us out. It's just a theory.
It may only be a theory, but right now it's all we've got.
This is a one-shot deal. We get it wrong, and there's no replay. It's game over, so I'm up for doing whatever it takes.
Come on, let's take a look.
Not a theory, hypothesis. Bloody hell, people, get your words right. But sure, fine. I mean, again, Andrew, it is a bit in line with Andrew to be on Mary's, well, not on Mary's side necessarily, but like defend her a bit, because it isn't clear that she is in fact what is the problem here, as we know that Reverend Carver has been doing the occult stuff. So it could be that he is doing stuff with her. We've seen that in some of the flashbacks where he has been talking to her, telling her that remember what we have been talking about, etc, etc. So it's more like he's manipulating her, I want to say. So maybe it actually isn't her at all. Maybe it's just Reverend Carver. Who knows? Alright then, let's have a bit of a look. Well, that did not look pleasant. So that's John with presumably his demon then. Cool. So he's gonna have fun with that. Gonna get his jaw crushed, etc, etc. So let's try and make sure that he doesn't get, well, dead. Alright then, anything behind us? Are we allowed to go over here? This game gonna be fussy about this.
We gotta find another route.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, we could go here, but the game doesn't allow us to. Alright then, well, that's okay. Didn't do that. Where are we now, by the way? Some sort of warehouse-looking thing, possibly. And we can look at this thing. Mayor hails land deal. Fierce protest will surely escalate as closure looms. Uh-huh. That was not a secret, though. Okay. Be on the lookout for things. Oh, hello. Path? No, not path. Alright, fine. Angela, you're just chilling out with your back against the wood. Or, yeah, the woods, I should say. Sure, do that. Carver for Mayor Samuel Carver. That's the... Wait. Wasn't that the name that was carved out, but that was from the 1600s? Well, maybe it just has the same name, I suppose. Well, Carver Mayor, 66, etc., etc., for a future prosperity, etc., etc. Someone didn't really like him being mayor. I agree. The Carvers seem pretty damn bad for this town, presumably even the ones that screwed everything up. Is that a... Presumably not, but let's just check door. Can I? No. Doesn't even seem to have a handle for me to use. Alright then, fine. Apparently we are going in here. Why are we going in here? Did anyone say anything about going in here? Not 100% sure. It doesn't seem easy.
Check this out.
Hey!
That guy's a menace.
I don't think he gets how bad a mess we're in.
Come on, inside.
Well, no one's been here for a long time now.
Now is my time to speak before the judge. I am filled with dread. I cannot know how my testimony will be received. The devil has blinded so many to what is real and what is not.
Nothing good will come of this.
His words will seek to twist the truth.
Allow me to judge what is true.
Abraham and Joseph are allies in this deception. And lest we forget, you condemned Joseph to death only yesterday. Or do you now question that decision?
I have heard nothing today to sway my conviction. Joseph consorted with the same malicious force as his wife. For this the court thanks Reverend Carver, who faced the devil's wrath to present the evidence.
'Tis only my duty, Judge.
Now, however, this court is duty-bound by law to seek out the truth. We must therefore examine these claims made by Abraham against Mary.
If I may speak briefly, Judge Wyman.
Time is short, Reverend. Be indeed brief.
Mary has shown great fortitude to speak out against the evil here. Many would have lacked her courage. Yet her reward for exposing this brooding coven in our midst is to be besmirched.
Her courage is not in question. It is her intent we must be certain of.
Her accuser is the very man entrusted to care for this innocent child. Plain to see, he is not fit for such a task. And I would ask the court to have Mary placed elsewhere.
Who would you have be her new ward, Reverend?
I am prepared to take responsibility for the child. If the court agrees.
First, the court must hear what Abraham has to say. No decision can be made on the child until then. Abraham!
What am I to do? Some would have me speak out against Mary, but could a child truly be capable of such evil?
I think that, ooh, this is tough for you. I mean, okay, I'm currently playing as Daniel, and had I been playing as Andrew, I would have said something else, presumably, but Daniel most assuredly is against Mary. So we're going for aggressive.
Are you for real? The kid is guilty as hell.
Just You must do what you believe is right.
Tell the court what you have come here to say. Speak up, boy. Out with it!
Mary has spoken of evil spirits, devilry and witchcraft. Things many cannot believe could exist here in
I'm not here
Littlehope.
for history and hearsay. Get to the point, boy.
Mary is tormented. The apparitions she has seen, they have plagued her, stolen her innocence. Some suggest she is in league with these creatures, but no one can be certain. Myself least of all. Can any of us truly know a child's mind?
You claim I lack the ability to see the truth.
I beg forgiveness. I would never suggest such a thing.
My time is not for wasting. You and the priest have irked me enough for one day.
I have more to say.
I have already given you enough time. Furthermore, Mary is to be placed into the care of Reverend Carver. Now stand down.
Tell me everything. Did you see Andrew's double again?
He told the judge that Mary did nothing wrong, like she's the victim here.
Oh, that's bad. Very, very bad. Shit!
So what happens now?
I'm not sure I did the right thing. I guess at least we know we can influence the outcome. That's gotta be good, right?
You agree with him?
Well, I don't get it, but it did happen as Andrew said, yes.
It went down just like he said. What the fuck?
We can't stay. Let's get out of here.
Well, all right then. Bloody hell. We're gonna put a cut in here. This seems... Okay, there we go. More of the camera. Lovely. So we're gonna put a cut in here. That is it. Let's just check. Something happened. Vince showed up. So that would be that one. Shouted to Andrew outside the factory, telling me he... What? Vince shouted to Andrew outside the factory, telling him this will all be over soon. No, he didn't. He just said, hey. What? Game, are you okay? That did not happen. But sure. Okay, so now, well, the game thinks that he said that, so we'll take that as a thing, yes. And as for this, we can now go and check which one will this be. There we go. Abraham advised Judge Wyman that they could not be certain of Mary's guilt, sure. And no new secrets for quite some time. But alright then, we are in a factory apparently, not a warehouse. So something is here most assuredly. We'll see exactly what it is. I hope I'm not on the timer here, sometimes you are. But for now, we shall leave this episode here. We have sadly suffered our first death. It's a very sad death indeed. Kinda almost wish it would have been Angela instead. But whatever, I can't do anything about that now. So we're gonna be back with this in the next episode. For now though, this has been ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.